Allen's always wanted to be a rock and roll star. He's a terrific groupie of the rock and roll scene.
A Ballad of American Skeletons, or American Ballad of Skeletons. Said the presidential skeleton, "I won't sign the bill." Said the speaker's skeleton, "Yes, you will." Said the representative skeleton, "I object." Said the Supreme Court skeleton, "What do you expect?" Said the military skeleton, "Buy star bombs." Said the upper class skeleton, "Starve unmarried moms." Said the Yahoo skeleton, "Stop dirty art." Said the right-wing skeleton, "Forget about your heart."
You know, the people he loved, Ma Rainey, she writes about her, Bobby Dylan, the old blues singers, Bessie Smith, Billie Holiday. That is where his music comes from. The form of music that he knows is the old blues.
Hey, Father Death, I'm flying home. Hey, poor man, you're all alone. Hey, old daddy, I know where I'm going. Old Auntie Death, don't hide your bones. Old Uncle Death, I hear your groans. Oh, Sister Death, how sweet your moans.
All poets write about death. And the longer, more successful you are at poetry, the more you're going to write about death.
Thank you for inspiring me to sing this blues.
In the late 70s, the death of his father brought out an amazing Williams-esque Patterson-style poem.
Wasted arms, feeble knees, 80 years old, hair thin and white, cheek bonier than I'd remembered, head bowed on his neck, eyes opened. Now and then he listened.
I read my father Wordsworth's Intimations of Immortality. Trailing clouds of glory do we come from God who is our home.
That's beautiful, he said, but it's not true.
Genius Death, your art is done. Lover Death, your body's gone. Father Death, I'm coming home.
Near the scrapyard, my father'll be buried. Near Newark Airport, my father'll be under a Winston cigarette sign buried. On exit 14, Turnpike, New Jersey South, through the toll gate service road 1, my father buried. Under the Penn Central Power Station, transformers and wires at the borderline between Elizabeth and Newark, next to Aunt Rose Gatamack, near Uncle Harry Meltzer. One grave over from Abe's wife Anna, my father'll be buried.
What's to be done about death? Nothing, nothing. Stopped going to school number 6, Patterson, NJ, in 1937. Freeze time tonight with a headache at 1:45 a.m. Not go to father's funeral tomorrow morn. Not go back to Naropa, teach Buddhist poetics all summer. Not be buried in the cemetery near Newark Airport someday.
It was exciting to come and work for Allen Ginsberg. I think I was in awe of his vast amount of interests in his file cabinets. There were one whole green rack of file cabinets, and each one said dope, and the other one said dope, and the third one said mostly dope. There was a file called Death and Asshole, which had his medical papers and his will and things like that in it. He had another drawer marked FYPC, which stands for Faded Yellow Press Clippings.
He keeps napkins that he makes notes on. He keeps all his lists. He keeps all his phone records. He keeps all his all the evidence of his wandering through the sea of life. Is that too much? I don't know. Gives a bunch of graduate students something to do.
You'll be talking to some complete stranger at a party or something, totally absorbed in this person. And what he's doing is he's siphoning up the other guy's brains.
He keeps a journal with him constantly. Most of the pages are dreams, some notations of events of his day, and poems. He tends to write late at night or be awakened by poems and writing through fits and starts through the night.
Sleepless, I stay up and think about my death. Certainly, it's nearer than when I was 10 years old and wondered how big the universe was. If I don't get some rest tonight, I'll die faster.
Does he work too hard? Yes. For a guy with congestive heart failure, diabetes, and who knows, Bell's palsy.
Poet professor in autumn years seeks helpmate, companion, protector, friend, young lover with empty, compassionate soul, exuberant spirit, straightforward, handsome, athletic physique, and boundless mind, courageous warrior who may also like women and girls, no problem.
To share bed, meditation, apartment, Lower East Side, help ensure mankind conquer world anger and guilt. Empowered by Whitman, Blake, Rimbaud, Ma Rainey, and Vivaldi.
Photographer, musician, painter, poet, yuppie, or scholar, find me here in New York alone with the alone, going to lady psychiatrist who says,
make time in your life for someone you can call darling, honey, who holds you dear, can get excited, and lay his head on your heart in peace.
I was warned. Now I'm a senior citizen and stuck with 1 million books, 1 million thoughts, $1 million, 1 million loves. How will I ever leave my body?
How will I ever leave my body? Allen Ginsberg says, I'm really up Schitt's Creek.
Even the most difficult person may think he's exterminated his tenderness or his sensitivity or his longings or his desire, but it will come out on the deathbed, on dreams and moments of sexual ecstasy or fantasies or daydreams or who knows. And it seemed to me a great thing to actually open up and reveal what was desired. In fact, that's in a way the whole task of poetry or art, to reveal the inner world that does exist, that isn't acknowledged socially or isn't even acknowledged personally sometimes because it's so buried. So it's latent, but it's there.
Dear Alan, there are 785,000 copies of Hal in print in America, but there is only one that has been read by your bed as you lie beneath a portrait of Walt Whitman in your death sleep. There is only one copy that witnessed a humble blue curtain flutter in the breeze above your pillow as faithful monks chanted and friends softly shuddered and Peter discreetly attended, and a universe of children kept turning, spinning little blue songs in the form of little blue cloths, the size of even smaller skies, peopled with tiny stars whispering, "You are dead."
He opened his eyes. There were about 11 of us. There, all very awake, at 2:40 a.m. Friday, and it was a very peaceful death. And Gelek Rinpoche now, Gelek Rinpoche in front of Allen's altar, is inviting Allen's soul to come out and obtain enlightenment right now. And if Allen can't do that, the Gelek and his Tibetan chanters are saying that we want you to have a better rebirth than last time around.
Born in this world, you got to suffer. Everything changes. You got no soul. Die when you die. Die when you die. Lie down, you lie down. Die when you die.
Oh, Allen Ginsberg, see what you have done. C.C. Allen, see what you have done. You have taken us in from many worlds, and you made us all as one.